It is awe-inspiring, and it's really just a privilege to see patients whose lives can be so affected by this illness and really struggle through and overcome and be so courageous in the face of such adversity.
Most people just don't know what it is, and what I was nervous about when I was first diagnosed was that people would laugh at me if I told them, because I was scared they would look it up and then say, oh, you have trouble going to the bathroom, like you don't have any control, and I was just so like embarrassed.
I changed her diaper one day, thought I was just seeing something, kind of tried to push it in the back of my head like maybe that was a freak thing, and it was there every time, blood in her diaper.
Well, it's just a pain right here, that you, it's just like bruises right inside.
Well, when I was first diagnosed, like I said, I really didn't know enough about it to feel one way or another. I was upset because I understood that this was going to be something that was lifelong. This wasn't a, stomach virus that was going to go away. This was something I was going to be dealing with. It's chronic.
I'm 12 years old, and I was told I had a chronic illness. I didn't know what the word chronic meant as 12-year-old, and I actually thought it meant I was going to die. And I think the doctor saw my face. No, Russ, that just means you may have to live with this disease for the rest of your life.
I mean, I leave school early so often or come in late. You can't even count how many times that's happened.
He was hospitalized for a week and he was out of school for 3 months. And it took about a year to get him to a point where we had his medicines right.
When I was at my law firm, we were moving offices. I went to the person in charge of the offices and said, can you make sure I'm near the bathroom?
Imagine your worst stomach virus ever, times it by about 20, and then let it happen for like a month straight every day. That's sort of what, it's like to have Crohn's or colitis when you're having a flare.
It's okay. Even though it kind of hurts, nothing can really hurt you that much if you have your medications.
A few months later, I got engaged. And I always say my husband had full disclosure because he was there at the beginning. He knew what was he getting into. I got engaged, married, and had 3 beautiful children.
Well, the best thing to do if you have the Crohn's is to learn to take pills. Now I can probably take maybe 5 or 6 at once.
It's true.
Everyone at CCFA has been there any time that I've needed anything, support or advice or information. I picked up the phone. I had no idea what I was asking for, but I just called in. This voice on the other end was wonderful.
And through the CCFA, you can meet people who have been where you are and have made it through. They know that even on the darkest day, it gets better.
The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation does such an amazing job in its support of research. And in fact, after the National Institutes for Health, the #2 funder of research in the IBD world is the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America.
Don't treat your kid like they're different. Well, I mean, obviously each kid is special, but just be there to hold their hand when they're in pain.
I have fears about my daughters. And every wishing opportunity I get, whether it's blowing out a candle or a star or an eyelash, I wish so that they don't have to deal with this.
I mean, her smile, her eyes, she's full of life, and she has a lot of life to live. And I'm gonna help make sure that her life is great.
My hope is that organizations like the CCFA and the incredible doctors and researchers out there will find a cure. There are dedicated people out there striving for this, so I have to believe that they can find a cure. So I do have hope. How can I not?